And a dad joke for the crowd, courtesy of Life Cree. Here's one that I just thought up. How did Jupiter get so big? Anabolic asteroids. That is all. Twitch chat. Let's jump into a new run here in Cobalt Core. I don't do infinites all that often, Akabra. I have a very take the cards attitude, usually. And I tend to build more complicated resilient decks, preferring to avoid simple infinite solutions where possible, although sometimes it's my best option. And I try to identify and utilize when that happens, but going on infinite too often, I find, is more tedious than helpful. Shockwaves all the way down. I like it, Query Up. Half Awake says, I sued an airport because I lost my luggage. Unfortunately, I lost the case. Fist of Rage, thanks for the 51 months in the Prime sub. So, last time we played with Tide Runner, we couldn't make it work. I want to give another go at the Tide Runner, but I don't think I want to play with Isaac. I want to do... keep Riggs. I want to add Perry. Perry can do some cool stuff. Let's do Riggs, Drake, Books. Let's see how we feel about that. Give me the tiny max hull. 2 hit points. Easy peasy. And I'm going to go with the remove 2 as well, I think. Got some decent attacks in the starting deck with these characters. Let's dunk 2 of these basic shots. Cards are no good. Hey, new kid, come here. I want to show you how to pilot the ship. Oh, wow. Do most ships have this many cup holders? No, custom job, baby. Most pilots don't drink as much boba tea as I do. Is that kind of a potion? Yes. So, this ship is called the Tide Runner, I believe. When we play the left or rightmost card in our deck, we move left or right in our hand rather. We move left or right accordingly. But we also have an anchor card that locks our ship into position occasionally. And that was actually our undoing last time. And our cannon's not even the right position here. So the shot would miss. I guess we want to play anchor. And then we can just dodge the shot. Having a scaffolding in the middle makes it really easy for the ship to evade incoming enemy fire, and I think that's kind of what you're expected to do, is just dodge all the time. You actually hit him. Incredible. Books likes what's going on here. Good for you, Books. Kerblap. Need a spaceship without Isaac, though. Might be true. Fleetfoot seems like it could be hilarious with this ship. Maybe not helpful, though. Grab an evasive shot. 1 damage, 1 evade. That sounds helpful. Sounds nice and helpful. So I tend to prioritize scrapyards in my Cobalt Core run. Scrapyards give us early access to upgrades and removals, both of which are pretty good. Hand size maximum is 10 in this game, Explosive Ash. That's right, the anchor prevents you from evading normally as well, not just the special ship movement. That's actually what got us killed last time with the ship. was we used a draw card, and we used draw shot specifically. We drew into the anchor, and I could no longer use my evasion. That was a mistake to do. What do you value most? Evasion, I guess. Let's see what our upgrade options are here. Don't feel like the Mage Hand upgrade is that good. You either improve the block or the damage. Heat Sink becomes move 2 and can be flippable, which is kind of cool. Or becomes 0 cost. EMP Slug can do 5 damage for 2 heat, or 4 damage for 1 heat. Scramble upgrade is pretty strong. 1 more evade. You could also get evasive shot to do 1 more evade, but then it exhausts. Let's upgrade Scramble here. Yeah, we did beat the repair guy yesterday. What happens is that you end up in a very dangerous fight against Cleo, who has a ridiculous ship. And if you should beat him, then you'll get 1 energy per turn as an artifact. But all the future repair yards will not have Cleo, of course. Let's take the 5 damage slug. I think that's a really good upgrade. Neat. Unmanned ship up ahead, and it's hailing us? Well, back there. How may I help you? Choose a card to upgrade, or 2 random upgrade A, 2 random upgrade B. Kind of down for 2 random upgrade A. Can't be upgraded. This has become innate. Interesting. Yeah, give me 2 random A. Basic shot A, basic dodge A, both just became 0 cost, and that's great. You may shut down now. Hard seeing an AI in that kind of state, says the cat. Kitty. So, this enemy has auto dodge. It can move completely out of the way, left or right, when attacked by our ship. So it'll move over 1 here. Oops. That's right. Not if I don't shoot at it. It won't. So it'll dodge out of the way of the EMP slug. That means it's not worth actually firing. Do something like that. If you play the anchor to get rid of it, and it's the left or rightmost card in your hand, you will still move. So I'll just use this. Heck it. GG, nerd. Yeah, this ship is definitely very, very powerful. Hotfoot. 1 time gain 1 heat, evade 2. And we can upgrade that to lose heat instead of gain heat, which I would really appreciate, actually. Give me Hotfoot. All enemy cockpits now start with weak, meaning they take 1 additional damage from our attacks. Let's go in Drake bot. This is where normally Drake would be encountered, but we're fighting his ship instead. We move over 1. We can do a lot of damage to the cockpit here. Sounds good. Crystal. So if we play Hot Foot here, we'll take damage at the end of the turn. Not something we want to do. And so now we need to play Anchor, or we can't move at all. And then that forcefully positions us, unfortunately. We can just absorb the 1 damage we're taking currently. Seems fine. I do want to lose heat. Let's do that. Back and forth. Acceptable to me. So draw shot will draw EMP slug. That can kill. Kerblap. Avid Reader. Attack for 3 damage, but we must have played 4 cards this turn already. More doable than usual with the 0-cost stuff. Solar Flare. Stun the enemy, but gain 2 heat. Or Freeze Dry. Prevent the enemy from moving for 1 turn. Cool. Solar Flare either decreases the cost for more heat or decreases the heat with the upgrade. Avid Reader can either decrease the card requirement or increase the damage. I guess I'll give Freeze Dry a try. If we miss an attack, we do 1 damage, or every 5th time we attack, gain 1 evade. I really like the crosslink, so I'll take it here again. No cockpit. Shucks. No moving for you. And that means its cannons simply can't hit me next turn. Just position in the middle here. Would overheat us. Stop filling my deck with garbage. Thanks. Continue to love how the crew members have dialogue that corresponds to whatever is going on in the battle currently, no matter how wacky it is. The ship moving left and right, Koryuayap, is a gimmick of the ship. Note the arrows on the left and right on our left and rightmost cards. Whenever we play the left or rightmost card in our hand, we move left or right 1 accordingly. That is the ship's gimmick, and it gets a very small amount of hull because of that gimmick. Partially countered by the anchor card, which does sometimes lock us in place until we play it for 1 energy. Snacks. Keep this up, I'm just gonna leave. Riggs likes leaving anyway. Goodbye. I was wondering. Okay. They can just follow you. They're allowed to do that, apparently. Cute. But what's with all the trash, man? Enemy ship is giving us the trash, of course. GG. Felix says, I once moved 88 spaces and then it took the enemy ship 30 seconds to catch up to you. Amazing. Prepare is one of my favorites. This card is great. Gain energy and draw. Really good with an upgrade, too. Options can be cool as well for draw and evade, but I want prepare. I want upgraded prepare. Or draw, 2 energy. So, your first boss is always the Crystalline Entity. This is an extra wide boss with lots of attacks. And I think its gimmick is that it never moves. Or at least that's a gimmick it has. Last time I did this, I remembered that more draw meant drawing anchor more often. Maybe there's a way around that. EMP Slug as our last attack is very good, and then we can heat sink back to our position. Didn't play the crystal card. Go block, scramble. Build up some evasion for the future. Not a scratch. Perfect. Guess I don't play this. Guess I really want that shard. I don't think I do. Fancy footwork is all we require. Want to move over one, then EMP slug? No. How does the cross-link work? Good question. Okay, just taking 1 damage here. Lots of evasion built up, so we should be safe here, as long as we don't draw a shot into anchor at the wrong time. Learned our lesson there, I think. Heatsink. There's heatsink. So we can do EMP slug heatsink. I want to do that. Dr. Noodles played a bunch of Wild Frost last night. I'm still waiting for the revamped difficulty system patch in that game, but I am looking forward to revisiting Wild Frost at some point. It'll be a pretty good time. Anchor is close. So we'll draw anchor next turn for sure. Let's just move over to... Although I can't do that cleanly, huh? This is a pretty rude attack pattern, actually. My ship doesn't fit. Guess we can just block for 2. That's fine. It's getting harder to dodge. Can't help but notice that. Life is getting scarier here. Although we can dodge over this way. What's evasion for, if not using? Alright, that wasn't too bad. Gotta be careful about drawing cards. Now we're up to a whopping 3 points of hull. OP. I do like hand cannon a lot. I've had a lot of success with that. I also think Serenity goes really well since we're using EMP slug so aggressively. Prevent the next time we would gain heat. Quarry. Gain 1 shard per turn. Kinda cool. How's it going, Will Wool? You can think of this game as maybe 1 part FTL Faster Than Light, 1 part Slay the Spire. It's a deck builder where you do ship-to-ship combat. with a left-right positioning aspect being kind of central here. We can move the ship left or right with evasion, and that's used to line up our ship's cannon with enemy parts as well as avoid enemy shots. Hey there, Auntie. I have seen Backpack Battles, yes. No intention of playing it. Serenity says, the next time you would gain any amount of heat, instead lose the Serenity. Let's take the Serenity. I do like Warp Mastery a lot. Gain 3 shield and 3 evade on turn 1. Makes it pretty hard to get dunked. Demon Thrusters gain 1 evade every turn, but we can only have up to 3 evade. Backpack Battles is asynchronous PvP. Yeah, Malkavian. Essentially, it's an auto-battler, and you use a configuration of items in a backpack, and then that gets used against saved memories of other players' attempts. So it's not like a live PvP or anything. You're not actually matching up live against anybody. Instead, it's just reusing the loadouts that other players have had, which makes it effectively PvP, given that it's an auto battler and there's no input anyway during combat. I'm going to remove 3 here. Let's get rid of some of the basic stuff. Basic block can go. I actually don't love draw shot because of the anchor. Not sure what else I would get rid of here, actually. I guess I can lose Mage Hand, although Mage Hand's not terrible. Half tempted by Freeze Drive, but we added it for a reason, right? I'll lose Mage Hand. Let's see how things go. Strike the foe where they are weak. Immediately, apparently. Clearhead is, something. Actually, not moving is okay this time. And I won't gain heat from this. Yeah, sometimes not moving is a good thing. You're black. Oh, hand cannon is back. Alternately, what about Strafe? Fire for 1 damage immediately after every move you make, says Strafe. That's kind of badass. We need to upgrade it to the 3-cost version, because I can't afford the 4-cost version, but who cares? This is a power card. Yeah, effectively. Gives you a buff that won't be removed for the rest of the fight, and it exhausts. So it's as close as this game has to a power, which are very often quite expensive in terms of energy. Makes it a little hard for them to be worth it sometimes. Worth it. Can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Can't stand the missiles, also stay out of the kitchen. going to go this way. Yeah, that does deal 1 hull damage, huh? Too bad. I'm out of here. We could also use Prepare to get Strafe into play sometimes, but that's going to be finicky. Ooh, a Seeker Missile. Those are annoying. Shall we do it? Feels like I don't have a good turn if I do it, though. Probably not. Fine, currently, so I can play Prepare. Ooh, but that gave me Engine Stall. The next 1 move will fail. Okay, that's not the worst. It's not the worst. Oh, but I also have Anchor, I see. 6, so I can do Evasive Shot, EMP Slug, though. No problem. 0 cost to move 3 spaces in a random direction. Let's try it. Is that one of the crew stuck in a crystal? We might be able to get them out, but we don't have room for more in here. One of you will have to go into cryostasis again. Replace someone with Dizzy. What? That's a cool event. Swap the crew I'm playing with? We don't even have any books cards. Books! You're banned. Welcome aboard, Dizzy. Wonder which combo this counts as a win for, then. Curious. That's right, we just burned books. That brittle part is begging for a slug or two. Or a snail. Strafe on him. So if I heat sink, so I'm going to move both directions. And fire twice. It's kind of cool. And this is no longer the left or rightmost card in our hands, so we don't move at all. That could draw Anchor, so definitely don't play that yet. Juke. Okay, don't play that either. Keep saying we should just leave. Oof, 10 damage to your face, sir. On target. Can't say that I love this situation. one shot, I was wondering. GG. Aggressive armoring. Oh, wow. So it's a 3 damage attack that then adds armor to the enemy. Curious. Not what we want with our left move, left-right movement shooting. Yeah, seems bad with strafe. Gain 2 of 8 on turn 1, or randomly make an enemy part brittle. Actually, with strafe, it should be pretty easy to find the brittle spot. Let's take the brittle generator. And heal 1 after each combat. Makes our low max hull feel way less threatening here. Getting a hail from a research vessel. Hail, are you available for a brief test of the great Dr. Bjorn's latest invention, the Duplatron? Deeply tempted to know what happens if I click on this. But duplicating a card 1 time seems okay. Double strafe does sound fun. Death, you die. You just straight up die. That sounds like what should happen, yeah. Could also double the EMP slug, but let's double strafe. Double strafe build, go. Totally haven't died to that before, says Twitch chat. Ciao. Engaging enemy. This is not where I want it to be. Window 1 is fine. Ooh, that's actually really scary with strafe. Although, notably, we don't have to play strafe in this fight. Food for thought. We have no block cards, is that correct? Probably we have no block cards. Warp Mastery would have been a good idea. I'm going to move over this way then. Let's just build up some evade. That'll buff right out. Yeah, I'm not going to play strafe in this fight, because the mines are going to be really scary. Let's just do Scramble. It's Hot Foot. Get rid of Corrupted Core. Very spooky. Guess we can EMP slug this, huh? Move. Boom. fire this, because we'll die. Now we could consider playing one of our strafes, as all the mines are off to the side here. I don't think I want to play Juke in that instance, though. I think that would backfire. Let's use 4 of 8 to get out of the way here. That'll do a lot of shots. On your weak point. Interesting that one of these is scaling the number of shots, the other one is not. Curious. Okay, we can just kill with EMP slug. Sort of. There we go. Take our 1 heal. There's a block card. Firewall. I don't love it, though. Take another heat reducing card. Exothermic release. Seems nice to have, given our heat issues in that last fight. Let's just have that. I like it. Each character is like a pack of cards, that's right. Or kind of like a clan in Monster Train. You combine them. Wouldn't hate the zero-cost heatsink at this point. Could also upgrade exothermic release, I guess. So, Evil Rigs, what were your first few loops like? I don't really remember mine. I start every loop floating in space by myself. I can see the Cobalt in the distance, but it doesn't respond. Then I call this derelict dreadnought with an override radio frequency. Took several hundred loops to figure out the password, but now this is my ship. Wow. I start my loops with coffee. Then I finish it and start a nice, refreshing boba tea. Alright, let's get to the fight. Riggs does not like that answer. Floating in space by yourself doesn't sound very fun. So, fully dodging Riggs' attacks is going to be pretty challenging, actually. Can't take a lot of hits here. Should be able to completely avoid if I go over here, though. Don't play Juke. Actually, this will not completely evade, huh? 1. Iffy. Definitely iffy. So, getting strafe in play would be desirable, but how do we actually achieve it? We don't. I think we need to EMP slug this cannon here for a good time. Goodness. I'll take the 1, I guess. Rather have the evade here. Seems spooky, though. EMP slug, then anchor. We'll dodge this. That seems good. That's just a 2 heat. That's okay. Don't play Jerry. Okay, how do we not get murdered here? To move to the left a lot. That's how. That does quite a bit of damage, actually. Ishtar, thanks for the 10 months. Ninjas or pirates? Why not both? Why not both? No movement for you this turn. I guess we do another strafe? Yeah, this is the turn for the second strafe. Now it's 2 damage per time we move. Seems good. And that means I can just move back and forth here, right? OP. Get blapped, sir. Or madam, I suppose. Seek another strafe or stun source. Gain 1 stun charge every turn, allowing us to further mitigate enemy shots. That's kind of cool, actually. Give me that. More energy. Or more card draw. Guess I'll take Dirty Engines. Gain 1 extra energy every turn. That'll help putting our cards in play a bit more easily. But we add trash to the draw pile every 2 turns. Fortunately, we can play that trash to move left or right. And it does give you on turn 1, I was wondering. It's a typo there. She said, I'm pretty sure these engines are violate something. Not volatile, but violate. Curious. Guess I want to go 3 spaces this way. We can do strafe hot put. Oh, she said they violate shipyard code. Got it. Okay, so that, no, not a typo then. Good. So do me twice over. I don't want to do that. No buffs for you. Wait, made a mistake? No, I didn't. Bye! Good work. Where's the fragile point? We hit every point on the enemy ship. I guess the cockpit can't be weak and fragile. Probably randomly rolled cockpit, that's my guess. It can't be both of those things at the same time. But I don't actually know for sure. Pew. Another EMP slug is kind of cool. Button mash. Block 3, move to the left 3, evade 1. Now or never. Evade 3, lose all evade next turn. Let's take the button mash. I want to have a card that blocks. Ship is absolutely a glass cannon, for sure. Oh, button mash was upgraded too. That's great. Serenity A. Prevent more of that heat from generating. Talk about the issues. Do I want to change button mash? 4-4-2 or 3-3-1 with anchor? I like the anchored part. Have you ever fought a shipyard? We have. We even won the fight. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Don't shoot it. Wakey wakey. Didn't even draw the anchor. Nice. Acceptable turn 1. Do stuff. Found the double damage spot. Right in the center. Oof. You're wrecked. Heat Wave. Gain 1 overdrive. Bonus damage for 1 turn. Blocker Burnout is really good. 4 temp shield for 0 costs. Given that we have difficulty shielding, this is a block card we can actually use. Gain 1 extra energy on turn 1 sounds good. Could also have shield persist between combat, but I think that's not so helpful, especially not with shield blocker burnout thing. So give me prepped batteries. We'll fight Lyra here. makes it easier for us to do stuff like play the stun source on turn 1. Excellent. On your weak point. Hey. Boom. See, I've got 3 evades, you're just dead. Yeah, the ship is doing really good damage now. Refresh interval A. 1 energy next turn. Interesting. Boost capacitors is a decent block card. Let's skip those. Get the overcharger. 1 overdrive every 4th turn. Meaning we will deal bonus damage. Wood crane in the cockpit is a really nice touch. Bad turn to draw anchor, huh? Guess we can just line these up with the middle of the ship and it's no big deal. Nice, that was a double damage location too. On target. Nice. Excellent Blamplitude. Evade. Flapped. Especially on the turns we get that one power drive, we can deal a ton of damage. Another stun charge card. This is not exhausting either. That's kind of cool. I don't think we need these. Let's head to the final fight here. Life's good currently. Didn't do anything. Kerpow. Alright, let's get our final upgrade or remove. Guess I'll just upgrade Hotfoot or something. Potentially we could win this fight, but we'd be risking everything to gain pretty much nothing. Cleo is harder than the final boss, I believe. Although you do get a pretty nice reward from beating Cleo. If you need the extra energy from beating Cleo, then you won't be able to beat Cleo. And if you can beat Cleo, then you don't need to beat Cleo, because you could just beat the final boss. So I guess I think it's mostly as a meme slash prove yourself fight, but I don't see any practical purpose to it whatsoever. Let's actually upgrade Scramble. Yeah, it's a self-imposed challenge. Dr. Dracy, bingo bango bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo. Oh no 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 no. We have beaten Cleo one time. We have done it. Alright, have we beaten the Cobalt, though? I see a place to be okay here. We can do Strafe and Scramble, too, so we're fine. Excellent. Time for EMP Slug B. Can also use Blocker Burnout on this turn to prevent some of this incoming damage. If that works immediately or not. Actually, we don't even need to play Blocker Burnout. Place to be. Cute. Get rid of this heat. Big hand this turn. Let's find out right now if I'm going to draw into Anchor off of Serenity. Yeah, I am. Okay, let's get rid of that. Juke him. That's what I call damage. Actually, 20 hull, right? This is 2 per, so I can just do this. Kerblap. Chip is strong when used well. Kind of like Watcher, though, in Slay the Spire. When it's not going well, you're just dead. But when it is going well, everything is perfect and fine. Dizzy, you weren't here originally. Have a memory. So what do you call this place? I do not. Okay, I'm gonna call it something cool, like Void's Cradle. You think that's cool? Acceptable. I got that from Isaac, actually. Isaac is good at naming things, especially drones. But what is this place? Can you tell me that? Time loop is a protective bubble formed when I was born. That it saved your lives is a fortunate accident. Huh, okay. And you're saying that if you finish hatching or whatever, that the bubble will burst? And your fragile timelines will shatter like ice. Interesting. That's all of Dizzy's memories now. T-minus 5 days before the accident. Okay, push the big cool button that starts the particle beam. Here we go. Particle readings are good. Hold the beam at that angle. Copy that. Ah, these numbers are interesting. Hold. Radiation limits exceeded. Shutting down the test. Hey, come on. I'm supposed to be your boss. Perry is my boss, and half of my job description is to not let you blow up the core. I'm not gonna blow up the core. I showed you the math. It's fine. Sorry, dude. Dang. Here we are doing cutting-edge science on an ancient derelict vessel, and the only assistant Perry can find me is even lamer than her. Sorry, that was mean. It's fine. I didn't mean it. It's fine. But it works on paper. So someone was asking me how replayable do I think this game is. I think it's at minimum replayable until you get all the memories, which is around 30 hours. Beyond that, I couldn't really say. The lack of variety run-to-run does add up a little bit. Definitely not as replayable as, say, Slay the Spire or Monster Train, but thoroughly enjoyable so far. Oh, there's an interesting future memory thing here in the middle, too. Yeah, and that's why the memory wasn't T-minus 0. Thanks to Isaac's lameness.